Guess I should have turned that off to begin with.
Hey, what are you doing? I mean, you turned off my music.
If I didn't turn off Alexa, we would have copyright infringement.
Okay. I should have known you were doing YouTube.
We'd have YouTube down our throats. You can't play that song.
Okay.
Which two of our videos?
I've already been fussed at?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah, I'm working on videos, and I'm trying to figure out non-copyrighted songs that I can play, which my list of my vast quantity of music I don't have any of those yet.
Play just songs?
If that. So I might have to make the video, import it into YouTube, and then let YouTube add music. They've got a
vast selection
to the unpaying subscribers like us.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, one of those videos I put on today about 3 o'clock.
Oh, whoops.
It hadn't gotten back to me yet, so I mean, turn this off so it's not jumping around here. If I remember correctly, that was the one where I was stationed at Fort Jackson for Army Preparatory School, 2 months there for my GED. The Army paid for that. Then I got moved from there to spend a week here at home before I went to Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Spent several months there in OSUT, which is one site unit training. Had a family day there about 2 months before I actually graduated and went to a museum of General George Patton. And did you know that George Patton and Clay's wife are in fact related?
Yes, I've heard that story.
So in a long roundabout branch over here kind of way, we are related to George Patton. General George Patton. Got to put the G in front of the proper title. And then after that, I spent a couple of years over at Fort Carson.
And if our subscribers look at that video and other subscribers look at that video, they will see 2 other YouTubers from back in the day.
The 2 current...
Because I watched it. Now let me explain. I watched it. And I saw somebody. I thought that was a friend of yours. Then I saw again, and I realized it was your mother with really long hair. Then I wondered who the videographer was, and he walked in front of a glass case, and I saw his face for just a split moment.
You mean a current YouTube channel during their pre-YouTube days?
Yes.
Pre-RV days?
Yes.
I wonder who that would be.
Your mama?
It wouldn't be
your
the art of
papa?
It wouldn't be Art of RV and Mark and Carrie. I didn't know them back then.
I think it's Art Underway.
I think so. Now, they went down for it was a 1 day family day. We had a half day the day before and a half day the day after. The day before, it was like, okay, 12 o'clock, you guys go get ready for tomorrow. Your family's going to be here tonight. So we got a change of clothes. We actually went to the basement, pulled out a shirt, pair of pants, and shoes. Was able to get them clean, because at the time they needed to be. And we spent the night in the hotel, went out, did the George Patton Museum, did bowling, did Churchill Downs, which, you know that Churchill Downs is literally downtown. It is down right amongst the buildings.
I didn't know that.
Sure enough. And then we went and watched a movie. I think it was something about the Titans or something. It's been a decade ago, and I've slept since then, at least once. And then we went back the day after and had fun. And then after I graduated from that, I was able to spend a week with my parents and family and church members. And then I was rushed off to Colorado. Spent 2 days with my family up there, mom's side of the family, and right to Fort Carson. And my mother's dad retired, spent 10 years and retired at Fort Carson. Family history on that post. What about you? You've been all over the country, from one end to the other.
Well, you posted that video because you've gotten the knack for putting videos together. So we will have to put some videos together of me. And a couple of my Honduras trips and whatnot, whatever, but and keep them in chronological order of, what we're doing and how we're doing in between our camping sites here and there. But no, I've actually put something on Facebook this afternoon, and I've gotten a bunch of people texting me personally, asking me if I was okay. But recently, I was re-watching.
Other than being with me, are you okay?
An old TV show, and the gentleman and the female were talking around the boat. He's standing on the boat. She climbs the ladder because it is in dry dock, and she's wanting to come aboard. And he says, "Excuse me?
Where are you going?
What you doing?" And she backs down the ladder and she says, "Permission to come aboard." And so my Facebook post and statement was, permission has to be granted and permission can be denied, no matter what you're doing in any lifestyle or any day of the week. But that's one thing that, kind of I've sat and reminisced today because being little, I've always heard stories of the boats, and I've always heard stories of my daddy's first wife was the boat, and my daddy met my mom and they went on a date, and their first date was the boat. And I've heard a boating accident, and that's not my story to tell, but someone ended up getting wet and someone ended up really, really dry. And, then growing up on the islands, we were always at the beach. We were always on the pontoons. We were always on the sea-doos. We were always getting wet and being around the boats. And so I kind of changed my social media photo, the one that I change quite often, to 2 different boat pictures that I've actually taken. I like to sit with a camera occasionally, and that particular trip I took several photos of the water, and so I've got a pretty boat picture. And so I like boats, and it's not just a Navy thing or a Coast Guard thing. It's kind of a military thing, because if you're Air Force and you're near the water, you like the boats on your free time. And if so
the
little bit of
Air
everything.
Force, the Air Force kind of needs the boats to get to their aircraft to where they need to fight. So there has to be a camaraderie there.
Everybody likes water, unless you're.
The coasties kind of like to think they're big.
Well, I mean, everybody likes the water unless they have a fear of water. And I can understand that. I can respect that. And there are people that live in the city, that live in the country, that never, ever, ever, ever go to the water. And I can respect that. But this chick likes the water. This chick likes the sun. So that's just me.
And being a child of naval parents, I've had my sea legs long before other friends have. This one has had her sea legs from birth. Being not near, you can't be near Hawaii. You're either on Hawaii, in Hawaii, or you're not. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the fact it's at least 1,000 miles from mainland America, mainland U.S.
Mm-hmm. But I've also talked to a couple of people, and growing up and remembering old stories, and so I shared a link to our page of another video of Hawaii greetings and Hawaiian words, and it's kind of interesting because there are stories of me being the only white baby in the hospital, the only colicky baby in the hospital, and so I came across that today as well, along with the boats and that rerun that I was watching. So I posted that to our channel about being a haole. So
is that what you are?
Yes. And a small interesting fact, I was actually born on a Friday. And if you're Friday and it's a local, you're a local and it's a Friday, it's Kill Haole Day. Because the locals
kill what?
did not like the white men. And over time, that phrase, haole, was not just foreigner, but white man.
So you being a haole, you're a white foreigner.
Yep, I am a white foreigner.
Okay.
You would be too if you went.
Yeah. Have you noticed our scrolling banner?
No, I haven't noticed it.
Aloha to our RV Ohana.
Yeah. Familia. Ohana. And some of the RV community has kids, so some of the families have seen Lilo and Stitch, so they know what Ohana is.
But do they know how to spell Ohana?
I don't know.
I knew. I figured. I typed it up, the banner, and I was like, "Hey, search engine, insert search engine here. How do you spell Ohana? Or what is Hawaiian for family?" Because I knew it's, and it said, "This is the word." I'm like, I got it right.
Mm-hmm. Hawaiian
names. they are kind of unique per person. If you're a Hawaiian,
The American alphabet has 26 letters. The Hawaiian alphabet does not.
how many letters is the Hawaiian alphabet? I need to have my mouth and brain connection checked because they don't want to. Do you remember how many letters the Hawaiian alphabet has?
I want to say 8 or 9.
Or there's a little.
We will ask Sid. Search it.
Alexa, how many letters does the Hawaiian alphabet have?
The Hawaiian alphabet has 13 letters. By the way, I can use your voice to teach the Alexa.
Alexa, off.
Sorry.
No, off. 13. So half the American alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
So your name would be Iwakapika,
Mm-hmm.
and mine would be Kimo.
Mm-hmm.
Kimo. I don't even know how to spell yours. I've got it written down somewhere.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I can spell sweetheart. Kuuipo.
Kuipo. Kimo, as pronounced Kimo, pronounced like Kimosabi. Kimo. Now my brain's wanting to wonder who the heck Kimosabi is.
And if you actually go to Oahu and you go to Bishop Museum, there is an exhibit in the upper level of the museum talking about the languages and how it moved across the continent, across the water, across the islands, and into America. And it talks about how closely Fiji, Philippines, Indonesia, Polynesia, Hawaiian Islands, the sounds and the spellings are only different by just a short sound, a long sound, or a few letters. Everything okay in your phone?
Miss RV Underway texted me saying, your chat is not available, or at least not on my phone. I have to turn off something about availability. Okay. That is no wonder we weren't seeing any comments.
Yeah, I tried to log on and give a hello earlier and it wouldn't let me comment because it said something about underage.
We're not underage.
It said that we might have underage content.
Ooh, okay. That is something I'm gonna have to fix. Thank you for pointing that out to me, Mom. Miss Barbara, Miss Carter, Miss RV Underway, the better half of the two. Your hair looks good, by the way.
Thank you. I went to my aunt's barbershop, beauty shop. We got it choppy.
What would you do? Get your hair cut or ears lowered?
She cut about 4 inches off and she added some color to it. My Aunt Shauna, I've known her forever and a day. Therefore, I call her Aunt Shauna.
How is that possible? Forever and a day.
She has known me.
In forever, like.
She has known me since I was 5 years old. So, yes, she has the name Aunt Shauna. That's probably why we can't see that anybody's in the room tonight.
Oh, we
You
had,
notice our list is kind of empty there.
we had 4 in the room at one time. The list, it's up here. It tells us how many's in the room.
They probably couldn't comment, so they probably walked out.
I'll take that.
Sorry,
Yes.
guys.
Yeah.
We will have to do some research and figure out what's going on. Did one jump up, or is one still there? One is still there. So
It takes it a second to work its thing. So if you logged in, it's probably going to say, hey.
it seems to be just watching.
Or if you completely exit out, it might.
I don't know. Computers aren't my thing. I'm just here to say hi.
Well, I want to go ahead and try to remedy this situation. And in order to do so, I want to have to,
Cut the live off.
unless you want to stay, we got 8 minutes, so we're at 30.
Okay, guys. So we will try this again next week. We will try to figure out what went wrong. One thing we did get accomplished this week, not today, we got some stickers ordered.
Yes,
They will be in the mail.
they will be in by Friday.
They will be in our mailbox,
Hopefully by
our mailbox, before Friday at 9 o'clock at night. So that means Saturday I get to write a little letter and post one out.
to the very first as a return to the very first sticker we got.
Sticker stomp.
Sticker stop or sticker stomp?
Your double stomp.
Yep.
So
Sticker stomp.
I guess, whatever. This
So-
is your thing, not mine. Whatever you want to name it. Sticker stomp, sticker stop. I don't care.
So our first sticker will be sent out to NOTB. Nursing Our Travel Bug. Thought I might do that at least once. I think that's more of their thing, not ours.
But we do have several. So if you would like one, just let us know and we will gladly get those out to you.
Our email.
We have decided our email is
in the about, but let me go ahead and put this in here as you talk.
because of previous arrangements and deadlines and dates and commitments and situations. We have decided not to go to Mayberry with the community. We have decided to save up, get things paid off, and hopefully meet the community in Tampa the first of the year, or maybe shortly after October.
If you'd like to send us your address and get one of our stickers, our email, the Aloha Conch is right here.
Bright white colors.
Right here. Send us your address and we will send you a sticker. And we'll get it to you as soon as we can. And but we know Nursing Our Travel Bug will be the first one sent out. Yeah. Because they are the first one to send us a sticker. So very much. And
You still trying to figure that out? What's
Yeah.
wrong with it?
we just got to follow our Insta page.
On the Insta page.
Instagram.
On the Insta page.
Instagram.
On the Insta page. Maybe we should kind of update the YouTube family as to where we all are now.
We do have, well, we're right here.
We have a Facebook. We have an Insta. We have a YouTube. And we have Gmail. Contact us and we'll contact you.
That part.
Does that cover everybody?
It does.
Okay. Well, since we seem to be rambling, we get fussed at for when we ramble with no content. How about we say goodnight and you fix it later?
Good night. We'll fix it later. So, email us if you want a sticker, or your address, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Aloha.
To the two that are watching. Aloha Conch. You're messing with my mouth.